Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome to the Chelsea versus AC Milan watch along. The fourth game of the tour, the penultimate game of the tour of Australia and Asia. And it's a big one for the boys. Back-to-back defeats. We need to see some improvement in performance. We need to see some more chances created. We need to see some players stepping up and delivering, and I hope that's exactly what we're going to get in this game. But big up to everyone that's locked in. Make sure you're smashing the like, subscribe if you're new around here, all of that good stuff. Make sure you get involved in the chat as always. I always want to hear what you lot have got to say. And yeah, let's get this show on the road. But first things first, guys. Make sure you show some love to the sponsors, Jerseys FC Soccer Shop. Link is in the description. Use code BLUEBROTHER for 20% off. And you can get this Chelsea away kit like I am wearing right now. So go and show the guys some love. Good quality, affordable prices. Use code BLUEBROTHER for 20% off. Link is in the description. And link is pinned to the top of the chat as well. Anyway, let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. Let's see what you lot are saying in the chat. We'll get the team up and we'll get this show on the road. Come on, City. I mean, I'd rather City than Arsenal for sure. We need to do better in midfield for this pre-season game. Agreed. Big up to you, bro. Yep, hi. Yes, big up, brother. Big up to you, bro. Josh/Neto both start today. They do indeed. Yeah, in Kunku, there's quite a few reunions today. In Kunku, Loftus-Cheek, Tomori. There's a lot of ex-Chelsea at AC Milan. Obviously, Pulisic as well, but he's not there. Big up to you, bro. Yes, big up to you. Big up to you, brother. Yeah, to be honest, bro, Sam doesn't reply to my WhatsApps when I cook him. So, yeah, because he's a fraud like that. But I'm sure I'll catch up with him soon. It's not a Welbeck debut. Welbeck started the last game against Juventus as well. Let's get the team up, chap. Let's get the team straight up on screen. Because it's quite an interesting one, actually. It's quite an interesting one, chat. So, there's no Levi Colwill still, which is a shame. Still no Colwill. But we've got Sanchez in goal. Palestra starts at right back again, which is great. Hato left back. Achimpong and Fofana. Now, on paper, that's not really a great centre-back pairing. But it's a big opportunity for Achimpong. A massive opportunity in midfield as well. Caicedo-Lavia pivot is going to be very, very interesting to see how that gels together. Because realistically, against Fulham, if Enzo Fernandez leaves or Enzo Fernandez doesn't want to be here, then Caicedo-Lavia, that could be a starting pivot away at Fulham. It really could be. And then you've got first minutes of pre-season for Pedro Neto on the left, Cole Palmer on the right, Joao Pedro in the 10 again. And it's a second consecutive start for Danny Welbeck. Now, I thought, he might have gone Nicholas Jackson to start in this game, give someone else an opportunity. I really hope that this Pedro in the 10 gimmick is just because there's no Rodgers here, just because we're missing key players. I really hope this is not some sort of sustained long-term plan to have Pedro playing as a number 10. I really hope that isn't the case because it just doesn't suit him. We saw it against Juventus and it wasn't good, chat. If we're going to be brutally honest, we saw it against Juve and it wasn't good. It was not good. So I'm hoping that we can see something better today from Pedro in that 10. He's definitely much better as a 9. I originally thought, when he first arrived, that he was signed to replacing Kunku and he would have played as that 10 or someone that could play behind the striker or just off him, but that doesn't appear to be the case. Doesn't appear to be the case. So yeah, for me, again, I'm looking at this as a 4-2-3-1. Someone in the chat's just said it could be a back 3. You could make that case, but then would you have Neto as a left wing back? I mean, look, you can certainly make that case, although I'm not seeing anything from anyone to suggest that this is a back 3 scenario from Chelsea. I think this is very much a 4-2-3-1 with the pivot of Caicedo-Lavia. And talking of the AC Milan team, there's obviously a start for Luka Modric, one of my favourite players. I love him. Ruben Loftus-Cheek starts as well. The Lewisham Ballack, one of Cobham's finest. What a player. Obviously, injuries robbed him, to be honest, of a top career at Chelsea. But yeah, what a player, what a guy. And it'll be interesting to see what he's like, because we've got Luka Modric in the building as well. Unbelievable footballer. Nkunku on the bench. There's obviously Tomori, as I've been saying. But look, this is an interesting team now. We're getting to the point in pre-season where you're starting to see the basis of what could be the starting 11 on match day 1. The fact that Welbeck's got back-to-back starts. Now look, there's two games in 2 days. So the guys that are on the bench, probably the majority of those will start tomorrow. The majority of those guys will definitely start tomorrow. And then we obviously go from there. We go from there. But it's opportunity for Action Pong to show what he's about. Against a decent attack, obviously Gonzalo Ramos is on the bench and Nkunku's on the bench, so it could be a bit easier for him first up. Pedro Neto with an opportunity as well. I would have liked to have seen Giovanni Quenda given another opportunity. But it's not to be. Hopefully we see him from the bench. Esteban on the bench again. I think for me the interesting one is the Nicholas Jackson omission. He'll start tomorrow. I'm pretty certain he'll start tomorrow. I'm pretty sure he'll start tomorrow. But again, it's interesting that he's gone for Welbeck. And at this point now, you know, you've got to start looking at this is the start of the season's getting very, very close. These are the players that I think are going to be starting on match day 1, or have got a very good chance of starting on match day 1. And so you've got to start formulating the basis of that team, because we've got this game. We've got the game tomorrow against Johor, I think Malaysian side they are. And then you've obviously got Real Sociedad at Stamford Bridge next week. So we've got 3 games left, and we got to start fine tuning things. We have got to start fine tuning the situation right now. And you look at the players on the bench, and you're looking at, obviously we'll see Penders, I imagine, second half, or maybe it's going to be maybe it'll be a full 90. Maybe it'll be, you know, full 90 for some of these guys today. Maybe 70, 75 minutes for a lot of them. I would love to see Mudryk get more minutes. Hopefully Mudryk starts tomorrow. I'd like to see Jackson, Quenda, you know, these kinds of guys. But it also shows we're pretty limited, because in midfield, the only other options are Asugu and then the 2 16, 17-year-olds. So yeah, look, it's a lineup that, you know, I think is strong, but it's a lineup that also exposes our weaknesses, and is a situation where I've always called for a Cole Palmer. We need an alternative for Cole Palmer, like an actual backup number 10. Joao Pedro as a backup 10, or Joao Pedro as an alternative option in the 10 is not really it, in my opinion. So that is the team there. Yes, I think Neto will be playing on the left. Neto will be playing on the left, although that could change when things line up. Brother, I'm giving a balanced review. If you don't like anything that's vaguely not positive, then there's nothing I can do about that. But it is a lineup that's good, but it's also a lineup that exposes the deficiencies that are still there in the squad. Gibbs White is not coming. We've already signed Rodgers. No, this is what people don't understand, right? Morgan Rodgers is not a backup 10. Morgan Rodgers is a starter in this team. And so if you use Rodgers as an alternative to Palmer in the 10, then you're having to start someone like Gittins at left wing, which isn't really good enough from the evidence that we've seen so far. Esteban is more of a right-sided will play on the right wing, could play as a number 10, but isn't someone that I'd call a backup 10. You know, you have Palmer, and then you, in my opinion, you need someone else. But whether we get someone else or not, I've got no idea. I think so, but until the game starts, we can't be certain. Chat, keep smashing those likes up. Run it up, run it up. Let's get these likes up to 100 as quickly as possible. Let's move away from that lineup then. Let's have a quick discussion on a little bit of transfer news at the moment that is doing the rounds. Sources at the club are not categorically ruling out any further incomings this window, but internally, the majority of the focus will be on sales. Now, that's not a surprise to any of us, and I think all of us agree that now with the Pep Chavarria deal done, the focus has to be on trimming the squad down and on outgoings. However, and there's still 3 weeks or so of the window left, and this is a big if, but if we don't sign anyone else, I'd be concerned. Obviously, get rid of the players we need to get rid of, but purely in terms of incomings, if no further players came in, I would be worried, chat. I'm just going to say it how it is. I'd be worried if no further players came in. Right now, it's looking like Enzo will stay because it doesn't look like there's anybody that's prepared to pay the money that it would take, and Chelsea have to stand firm in their valuation. Have to stand firm in their valuation. We need Enzo. And that's where I stand with this, right? Because we need Enzo. Now, if someone said to me, Enzo can leave, and if Enzo leaves, but you're guaranteed to get Bruno Guimaraes or Rodri, for example, then I'll be like, yeah, that's fine, no problem. That's okay. But the problem is that Enzo will end up being replaced with a vastly insuperior player. That's the reality of the situation. You talk about, Enzo, you talk about Adam Wharton, Alex Scott. Them combined have scored 5 Premier League goals in the last 3 seasons between them. In the last 3 seasons, Alex Scott and Adam Wharton have scored 5 goals in the league between them. Like, that's not good enough. If we're gonna upgrade in midfield, I haven't got anywhere near as much of an issue as with Enzo leaving. But if you replace Enzo Fernandez, is insuperior not a word? Insuperior is a word, isn't it? Chat, is insuperior a word? I reckon it is. Maybe it's not. Bro, that's James Garner's not better than anything we've got. And this is my point, right? And I hear it, chat. I hear it. It's about balance. It's about, it's about the balance of the team. And I fully hear it that if Enzo Fernandez stays, then the balance of the team is questionable to an extent. However, we're talking about midfield players, right? We're talking about one of the best midfield players of his generation in Xabi Alonso. I would trust Xabi Alonso's judgment on being able to make an Enzo Fernandez, Moises Caicedo midfield work over any of our judgments. We can all have our opinions, and football's about having opinions. But I would absolutely trust Alonso's judgment about whether he can make this. This is just absolute garbage. This is absolute garbage. Alex Scott is 22 years of age. At 22 years of age, Enzo Fernandez has won the World Cup and was young player of the tournament and had got a £100 million move to Chelsea, or was on the verge of getting that. In what world is Alex Scott a better footballer than Enzo Fernandez? He's not. So can we just stop lying about stuff? Alex Scott is a good footballer who's got loads of room to develop and could become a very good player. But let's not do this thing where we pretend that players are much better than they actually are. And again, this is another myth, right? About people saying that Enzo's not athletic. Enzo can't get round the pitch. Enzo can get round the pitch. Enzo Fernandez is much more athletic than a lot of people make out. And so he would be a major miss. He would be a major miss. And he'd be a major miss because of the lack of choices available on the market and the fact that Chelsea don't sign world-class footballers. They sign footballers who have the potential to become world-class. We don't sign world-class players. But look, we'll wait and see what happens with that one. To be honest, obviously focus on outgoings, rightly so. I'm still really hoping for a couple more incomings. We desperately need a midfielder, and ideally we'd need another centre-back. We need another centre-back, and a centre-back and a midfielder is what we need. 100% in my opinion. Centre-back, midfielder, and then sell as many players as you possibly can between now and the 1st of September. So as many players as physically possible. Yeah, and this is what it simply comes down to, is whether you like Enzo Fernandez or not, and there's a lot of people for some reason that don't like him. Chelsea are infinitely better with Enzo Fernandez than without him. That's the facts. And if your replacement options are Adam Wharton or Alex Scott, then you've significantly downgraded. You've significantly downgraded. But a centre-back has to come. The point is, we're not getting anyone that's better. We're not getting anyone that's better. That's the point. You might get a player that could be better for the balance of the team. I'm not disputing that. But in terms of out-and-out footballer, out-and-out ability and quality, you're not signing a better midfield player than Enzo Fernandez. So we have to wait and see what happens. There have been some reports. Downgrades at this point are the only option, right? And even if there was upgradable options, we've seen, even though we've slightly changed our approach in the market, which is commendable, we still don't sign top class players. We're still signing players with the potential to be top class. We're not signing top class footballers. That's why I've got a problem with Enzo Fernandez leaving, because I know that the replacement is not going to be near the level. And then there was reports from Argentina saying this: Enzo Fernandez does not want to leave Chelsea. He's actually happy there. It's just that if an offer comes that suits both parties, he'll consider it. Chelsea, at the very minimum, want to recover the fee they paid for him to join. I asked people close to him about City, and they said nothing as of today. It's just speculation because common sense dictates this link between Maresca and Enzo. Now, this CL Merlo guy is a very good source in Argentina. Now, you can look at this both ways. And in my opinion, the truth, as always, lies somewhere in the middle. This could be the start of trying to repair some damage in terms of, right, we've messed up here. A move that we thought we were going to be able to get, we're not going to be able to get. Now we're going to try and do some damage limitation. You could certainly look at it from that way. Or you could look at it from the point of maybe there is some truth to this. You know, I don't think Enzo Fernandez is 100% desperate to leave the football club. I think personally, like a lot of players, if an offer from a Real Madrid came in, and let's make no mistake about it, other than maybe Reece James and Levi Colwill, every single player at Chelsea, if they got an offer from Real Madrid or Barcelona, they're all going. They're all going. Or the vast majority of them are leaving. So this idea that, oh my God, if a player leaves for Real Madrid, it's terrible. Guarantee you now, if Real Madrid came and bid £150 million for Cole Palmer's going to Real Madrid. Like, sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. And so, look, they're probably, as always, the truth lies in the middle on these things. The truth always lies in the middle. But this for sure is, there's definitely an element of damage limitation and a simple PR exercise there. Definitely. But next week's crucial because Enzo's due back. Enzo is due back at training at Cobham on Tuesday. And so next week is the key week. I mean, look, there's definitely, you know, a case with that as well. You know, there's definitely a case with that as well, 100%. And the fact that he's not, Enzo might not have personally said it, but, you know, an agent really represents the thoughts of the player. And so, if it was untrue, then you would imagine that Enzo would come out and deny and downplay what his agent said, or you would imagine that Enzo would come out and deny there's any truth in what Pastore is saying. But next week's a crucial week, chap. Next week is a crucial week. And look, I think he ends up staying. I personally don't look at Enzo Fernandez and think this is a guy that won't turn up on Tuesday and will go AWOL. I don't see that at all. I don't see it at all. I'd be very, very surprised if Enzo didn't turn up to train. Like, some people are thinking that could be possible. I personally don't think it's possible, but only time will tell. Only time will tell. But let's turn our attention back to the game. And Levi Colwill, because there's no Colwill for the second game in a row. Now, obviously, you know, he returned at the end of last season, guys. Is there a case of here we're just not taking any risks, or are we already managing Colwell's minutes heading into the season? I don't know, but that's a little bit of a concern. Because if Colwell's minutes are being managed, then a lot of these backup players that aren't good enough, there's a high possibility, chat, that a lot of these guys might play significant minutes next season. What we desperately need is a top performance from Josh Achimpong. He's not playing alongside Tosin today, so there should be a significant improvement in performance from Achimpong. if he's not starting alongside Tosin. You would expect much better level of performance alongside Fofana. I've not seen the pitch yet. I mean, I would imagine it's going to be on a similar level to the pitches, a similar level to the pitches that we've played on. If we're being brutally honest, chat, it's going to be a similar level to the pitches we've played on. Hopefully not as bad. This is the national stadium. This is the national stadium. So I mean, it surely can't be as bad. But I think the other one was a national stadium as well in Hong Kong. I think that was a national stadium. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. I mean, hopefully we're better. Hopefully it's better. But there's no guarantees it'll be better. So they're all back. They're all back on Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday is when those guys will all return. So they'll be preparing at Cobham for the game against Sociedad. So they'll have 2 weeks of training before the season starts. 2 weeks of training before the season starts. And yeah, and again, I think we can all agree, chat. We all know that Enzo Fernandez deserves more money than he's on. 100% he deserves more money than he's on. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do about it, you know. And to be honest, I think we have to stop touring those places. Or we don't need to be travelling between 3 or 4 different countries on tour. Why don't you just tour Australia? And then next season you can go back and you can tour Asia and you can tour somewhere else. So I think the travel schedule, like doing Australia, Hong Kong, Indonesia, and then another one tomorrow, and then flying all the way back to the UK, I don't look at that as ideal preparation. You know, the pitches, the travel. And it is all about money. It is all about money. At the end of the day. And that is a real shame, chat. A real shame. We've got just over 10 minutes until kickoff. Let me just quickly bring up this on the future of Nicholas Jackson that I've not gone through yet. So, Aston Villa do... This is Ben Jacobs on TalkSport. Aston Villa do like Nicholas Jackson. If Villa are going to move, maybe the reason why there's no movement is if both clubs are to reflect Morgan Rogers... And should Jackson go to Villa, Nicholas Jackson would go positively on their books, because when you do these sales, you can take that transfer fee and you can put it on your annual books, and then if you've got an outlay, you can amortise it, which makes it a bit more palatable. Excuse me. But under the new UEFA rules, you can't do these mirrored or separate deals within a 45-day window. If you go back to that deal roughly, if it is to fall outside of a 45-day window, then it would likely suit both Villa and Chelsea to do that deal right at the end of the window, because we're definitely still within that 45-day period now. So I think Jackson's future is definitely one to watch all the way up to the final few days of the window. All the way up to the final few days of the window. There's absolutely... no doubt about it. Chat, we're almost 200 in the building. Only 54 likes. Keep smashing that like button. Run these likes up, people. For me personally, I think Jackson should stay, as I've discussed many times before. But if you're going to lose Jackson, you can't be losing Jackson in the final week of the window when you've got no time to get anyone else in to replace him. Or maybe you're just not replacing him. Maybe you're literally going to go with Pedro and Welbeck, and then you're going to do up Morgan Rogers' false 9 if there's an injury problem. I still think that's a big risk to run. I still think it's a big risk to run. But similar with the Enzo Fernandez thing, you know, we can't be leaving this late in the window. We can't be leaving it late in the window. I mean, the squad does look a bit thin, but, you know, you still haven't got Lacroix. There's still no Enzo. There's still no Reece James and there's still no Morgan Rogers. So there are 4 key players that are yet to come into this team. The squad is a bit thin, though, in certain areas. And as I was talking about earlier in terms of managing Colwell's minutes, if you're managing Colwell's minutes heading into the season, then the need for another centre-back is even greater. Because it's not really right to rely on Colwell for the entirety of next season, given the lengthy injuries coming off the back of. So we do need to find an alternative, chat, and that's even, for me, that's even more of a reason to get another centre back in. But we've got to get another 3 centre backs out the door. We've got to get another 3 centre backs out the door. And at the moment, that's looking a bit problematic. It's looking a bit problematic, chat. Badiashile and Napoli. Negotiations are at an impasse. Not ideal. The Sassi. There's still been no news on whether that Palace loan bid with an obligation has been accepted. We've got no idea. The latest from Damartio was no agreement today between Chelsea and Napoli regarding Benoit Badiashile. The parties are still far apart on a deal. Why is it so difficult to get rid of these guys? So difficult. I still believe the most likely to go to City's Pedro Neto. I still think out of the 3 that have been linked, I think that Neto's the most likely. He's the most likely to leave for City. I don't think they get 2. I don't think they get 2. But anyway, Jackson looks like one to watch right towards the end of the window. But we shouldn't really be leaving ourselves short. Unless the plan is we're not going to replace Jackson. Unless that's the plan. We're going to stick with Omega. And we're not going to replace Nico Jackson. Maybe that is the plan. Who knows at this point? But I do think it's quite telling. I think it's quite telling that it's back-to-back starts for Welbeck. Hopefully we see a bit more from Welbeck today. I mean, obviously, we didn't really create any chances against Juventus, so I'm hoping we can actually maybe create some opportunities for him so we can see a bit more from him, which would be nice. Because against Juve, we just didn't really see anything from him. Because there just wasn't... Oh. We just didn't see anything from him because there was no service. We created no opportunities, chat. But anyway, we're 5 minutes away from kickoff. And I'm looking forward to this one. Yeah, I mean, look, I would argue that this summer, this is probably the biggest fee that we could get. This is probably the biggest fee that we can get for Neto this summer, I reckon. Just because of the way that the market is, I think this might be the biggest fee we can get for him. Again, I could be wrong. But I reckon it's probably the biggest fee we can get for him. And Chelsea are holding out for around 70 million. Then let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Because I'm unsure, chap. I am unsure. And yeah, look, the sales are moving a bit slowly. They are. To be fair, it has been better results on the blue score counter, but we've got the black shirt on today. We're gonna stick with it. We're gonna stick with it. I mean, look, I'm not saying we'll get 70 million, but that's what we're asking for. We're asking for 70 million. Whether we get it or not remains to be seen. I don't think we will get it. Xabi Alonso apparently has said to the club media before the game that there are some players who are ready to play 90 minutes. That doesn't surprise me at all. That doesn't surprise me at all that some players are ready to play 90. And it's probably quite obvious who those players are. And let's wait and see if anybody does play 90 minutes. I imagine Pedro Neto, first minutes of pre-season, he probably plays a half. Maybe he plays 60 minutes at a push. Well, I hope so. I hope so. Look, we'll bring in a decent amount of money. Whether it's as much as people think or not, I don't know. But we will bring a sizable amount of money in. Subs are making their way out to the bench right now. Kickoff literally 3 minutes away, chap. 3 minutes away from kickoff. There's a Sugu smiling. Oh, we've got Milan. Or Milan's not actually in goal. Oh no, Milan won't be here at all. Because he was at the World Cup. Right. Chelsea, please, 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 not 3 defeats in a row. I know it's not about the results in the pre-season. It's about getting minutes in the legs. It's about fitness, patterns of play, how we're looking in possession, defensive structure, how many chances are we creating, what level of chances are we conceding. But it would be nice to score a couple of goals, given we've only scored 1 goal in the last 2 games. And the Juventus game was particularly disappointing, purely from the perspective that we just didn't create anything. Whatever, we lost 1-0. It was a worldie top bins, but we created nothing. Oh, of course, we're up against Ruben Amorim. This is Ruben Amorim's AC Milan as well. AC Milan as well. Ruben Amorim's team. We cannot lose. I don't care if it's a pre-season. You don't lose to a Ruben Amorim team, chat. Kickoff is imminent. Looks like there's a lot of fans out. There's a lot of AC Milan fans at the moment they're showing. Oh. Right. Not quite kicked off yet. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, chat. Any score predictions, people? Milan 2-0 win. 3 in a row, come on. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'd be stunned if we didn't finish in the top 4 next season. I'd be absolutely stunned if we didn't. I really would be. I really, really would be. Chat, keep smashing those likes. We're 147 in the building, only 62 likes. Run it up, run it up. 4-1 Chelsea. Fair enough. I don't think it's going to be that much. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing some penalties just for fun. I wouldn't mind seeing some penalties just for fun. We're still waiting for the teams to come out. Maybe the teams are walking out at 1 o'clock. We're still waiting. Here we go. Right, so the teams are now walking out. So it's this is going to be another few minutes then till we kick off. And here they come. Luka Modric leads out AC Milan. And Moises Caicedo leads out Chelsea. Here come the boys. Right then, chat. This is a big one. This is a big one. Chelsea versus AC Milan. This used to be a big game back in the day. Oh, this is the Indonesia Super Cup, apparently. Apparently, this is the Indonesia Super Cup. Anyway, teams are out. Okay, we're now waiting for this nonsense, all this rubbish they do about shaking hands and all that. All right, here we go then. Just need to get those jackets off and then we're in business. Actually, chat, it's very interesting this, because the way that they've lined the team up on the broadcast, they've lined it up as a back three. But I'm not sure it is a back three, but they've lined it up on the screen as a back three. I guess we'll find out imminently. But it has been lined up as a three. But the first of 2 games in 2 days. But for some reason, they've lined it up as a three on screen. Well, we'll find out imminently, chat. Right, let's kick off. Modric and Caicedo exchange those little fucking things, whatever they're called. Oh, AC Milan playing with names on the back of their shirts. Do you normally wear? You don't normally wear names on the back of the shirt in pre-season. Right, this is now 3 minutes late kicking off. Right, waiting for the game. Waiting for this kickoff. Oh, come on. Oh, for fuck's sake, guys. Any danger? We don't need a huddle before a pre-season game, chat. God, it's bloody Sanchez doing the talk in the huddle. Right, finally we're kicked off, chat. We have kicked off at the Gelora Bung Karno Stadium. Here we go. Right then, Chelsea in the blue, Milan in black. And some early pressure from Welbeck there. They've got Chukwueze as well. Chukwueze was, I swear Chukwueze was at, chat, was Chukwueze at Fulham last season? I'm pretty sure there was a Chukwueze at Fulham. I think he was on loan at Fulham. I mean, this pitch is significantly better than any of the pitches we've played on so far this tour. I mean, it still doesn't look amazing, but it's a lot better than any of the others we've played on. There's Acheampong there with some good pressure on Leao, and he wins the ball back. Fofana in possession. So ball over the top from Caicedo, looking for Pedro, and it's headed away. Modric finds Loftus-Cheek. Oh, it's a ball over the top. And AC Milan are in behind here. Fofana's got some defending to do. Oh, it's off. The ball's out. Good. Oh. Right, we're only a couple minutes in, chap. But yeah, I mean, chat, what are we thinking so far? I mean, there's not really much happened, admittedly. We're a couple minutes in. Danny Welbeck looking to get in behind there. Oh, come on, guys. I'm expecting some big performances from some key players here. I need to see a lot from Palmer today. We're just settling in, chat. We're just settling in. Lavia picks the ball up. This Lavia-Caicedo pivot is going to be interesting. By the way, chat, it does look like a back three, you know. It does look like a back three. Is anyone else thinking that? This looks like a back three. Ball over the top. Neto trying to get there, and it's cleared. Josh is looking. Oh, here comes Leao. This is looking like a back three, chap. Maybe it's Hato at centre-back and Josh right-back. Maybe, although, I don't know, it looks like a back three to me. Because Palestra's really high up the pitch. Maybe it's Hato and... That's a foul there. Leao's tripped Acheampong. What are the chat saying? Big up to everyone in the chat. It does look like a three, doesn't it? It does look like a bit of a three. That's a little trip there. I mean, that should be a booking. In a proper match, that's a booking. Trip from Leao on Acheampong there. It's a free kick for Chelsea. It kind of is some sort of... it looks like a bit of a hybrid system, chat. Looks like Neto's over the delivery here. And an early opportunity for Chelsea. Neto whips the free kick in. It's controlled by Welbeck. No, from Pedro, sorry. Pedro, some good work. Plays it off Leao for a corner. Nice work from Joao Pedro there. Plays it off Leao for the corner. We've got our first corner of the game. Cole Palmer over to take the corner. He takes it quick. Finds Caicedo. To Neto. Hopefully we can work a good opportunity. Palmer whips it in and it's long, looping. Tries to find Palestra at the back stick and it's gone behind for a goal kick. Not the best. It does look like a three, doesn't it? Oh, it is behind for a corner. No, it is behind for a corner. Looks like Caicedo's over to take this one. The pitch is good today. The pitch is good today. No excuses pitch-wise. Corner comes in from Caicedo. Caicedo whips it in. Comes out to Lavia on the edge of the box. Lavia finds Neto. Neto jinks in. Neto jinks, looking to make room for a cross. Crosses it. Oh, it's Caicedo at the back stick. Unlucky. All right, 7 minutes in, not too much has gone on. That's a foul there from Palestra. I still can't really work out if this is a 3 or a 4. That is a foul there on Chukwueze. Yeah, foul on Chukwueze. I mean, look, I can see a lot of people in the chat saying that it's boring football. Guys, it's our 4th game of pre-season with a new manager. Like, what are you expecting? You're expecting unbelievable football at game 4. You're expecting Xabi Alonso to have undone 2, 3, 4 years of bad recruitment, bad football. You're expecting that to be undone straight away. Like, some people's expectations are so unrealistic. And here come AC Milan. It's Loftus-Cheek up against Palestra. Loftus-Cheek gets to the byline, pulls it back, and is Wes there to pick it up. Lavia, edge of the box. Lovely from Lavia. Turns away, plays it out, and he can't keep it in, Pedro. Next pre-season game after Milan's tomorrow. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe it's back 3 then. Sort of a back 3. Right, here comes Neto. Neto coming in field. Finds Caicedo, who plays it out to Pedro. Now it's Palestra in that right wing back position. Left wing back position, sorry. Oh, Palestra's on the left this side, chat. He's on the left this time with Achimpong on the right. Palmer's on the ball. Palmer loses the ball. Modric finds Leao. Achimpong gets beaten by Leao. And Caicedo plays it back to Sanchez. I mean, look, I think this is an okay start. This is an okay start. And people that are criticising this, right? And not everything's been perfect. But you've still got to put Lacroix, Rodgers, Reece James, and possibly Enzo Fernandez into this team. Palmer whips the ball in. Oh, it's headed behind for a corner. It's another corner. You've got 3 to 4 key players to all go into this starting 11. Of course, there's still holes in the squad. Another corner with Kai. Is Caicedo going to be a corner taker now? Right, another corner for Caicedo. Caicedo getting ready to whip this. It's whipped in by Caicedo. Oh, keeper misses it and it's cleared. Oh, that was an offside or a foul or something. Anyway, it's a free kick to AC Milan either way. 10 minutes in, not too much going on. I mean, my score prediction was a 2-1 Chelsea win, but let's wait and see what happens. I mean, Chelsea have had a couple of corners, but so far no real chances. Caicedo blocks that pass from Modric. And it's balls back with Robert Sanchez. Sanchez going to go long here. Sanchez goes long. Looking for a ball over the top to Pedro. Pedro's in. Pedro's in. Pedro. Oh, he's at the keeper. Almost a very good, almost an opportunity there. Long ball over the top from Sanchez. Pedro running in behind. And the keeper just gets there. Best opportunity of the game so far. And AC Milan are in possession in the centre circle. Chat, make sure you're still smashing the likes up. We need this over 100 likes ASAP. Run it up, and keep subscribing if you're new, guys. Is that a foul by Lavia? No, Lavia wins the ball back. Palmer in possession on the edge of his box. And as with Hato, Fofana looks to bring Chelsea forward here. Finds Caicedo. Ball with Acheampong. Takes it inside Leao. Lovely play from Acheampong here as he brings the ball forward. Acheampong into the Milan half, but he's lost it to Leao, and Pedro wins it back. Chelsea with a decent bit of possession here. Palmer on the ball inside his own half. It's not really where you want Palmer on the ball, to be honest. And Caicedo. It's a nice play from Lavia. Welbeck collects. Caicedo over the top. Nah, the pass is poor. And it's back in with the Milan keeper. But let's see what happens, chat. Let's see what happens, eh? We're in a good. Yeah, it looks like a proper back three for sure. All right, it's out for a Chelsea throw-in now. 14 minutes on the clock, guys. 14 minutes on the clock. Oh, it's a fucking terrible pass from Hato. Leao's in. Leao into the Chelsea box. Leao, and it's blocked. Luka Modric in possession. It's out to the fullback. Ball into the Chelsea box, and it's headed away. Modric on the follow-up, and it is behind for a goal kick. First real sight at goal for Milan now, though it's well wide in the end by Modric. I'll tell you what, chap. This camera quality on this broadcast, not great, is it? Palestra's in. Palestra into the Milan box. It's a shot from Welbeck, and it's behind. Is it behind for a goal kick? No, it's not. There's a nice from Palestra, finds Welbeck, who shoots wide. Sort of into the side netting from Welbs. Not bad. And here comes Achimpong again. Oh, he fired a nice ball into Pedro, tried to lay it off to Palmer, but they've been dispossessed. Not really what we're looking for, guys. Lavia wins possession in the centre circle. The Lavia Caicedo pivot's actually been alright so far. So far. Palestra getting a lot of action on this left-hand side. Pedro and Palestra with a little give and go, but it's back with the Milan keeper. Fuck. But Palestra's looked good on that side. Neto playing on the right side. Palestra left wing back. And it looks like it's Palmer and Pedro's kind of twin tens behind Welbeck. Well, Welbeck's easily dispossessed there. The ball's with Leao in the centre circle. Lavia wins it back. And it's mopped up by Caicedo and Lavia. Nice play. Right, Sanchez on the ball, chat. 18 minutes in. Sanchez goes long looking for Welbs, and it's crap. It's straight out for a throw-in. How many times have we said that? Sanchez goes long, it's crap, and it's out for a throw-in. I don't want to be saying that too many times. Yeah, it looks like we're playing a back three. Looks like it is a back three. I mean, you'd expect the pressing to be better because we're now into our fourth game, so the fitness levels are definitely improving, and we're getting more towards that level of match fitness. So you would expect that to be better. But all in all, this first sort of 19, 20 minutes, it's been all right, you know. Well won back by Palmer, but Mod again picked up. Oh, it's a foul anyway. Oh, no. Why does it do that sometimes? Just randomly puts a sound on. Leao into the box and it's cleared. Oh, God. Into the box, cleared and held onto by Sanchez. And Neto brings the ball forward. Back to Palmer. I don't know why Palmer keeps picking the ball up so deep. But Palestra's holding a lot of width, high and wide on that left side. Nice play by Chelsea. Lavia on possession in the centre circle. Pedro's looking for Welbeck, but Welbeck's layoff is poor. It's a bit of a lull in proceedings right now. Ball's won back by Wes. Lavia in possession. Yeah, this is definitely a back three. I'll tell you what, one of the best things from pre-season has definitely been Palestra. Looks comfortable both sides. As a normal fullback and as a wingback. It's a great ball from Palmer, switching the play out to Palestra. Palestra in possession, deep in the Milan half. He's got Chukwueze with him. Back to Palmer, who finds Lavia into Neto. Into Caicedo. And the ball is now out with Pedro. And he's dispossessed by Chukwueze. There's a cheeky little back heel from Ruben there. Achimpong heads away. Liao's in now. Rafa Liao is in. He's in the channel up against Achimpong. Liao against Achimpong. Liao into the box. And it's a great tackle from Josh. Well done, son. Behind for an AC Milan corner. It's a great challenge from Achimpong there on Liao. Brilliantly timed. Well done, son. Dangerous opportunity there for Milan. So it's a Milan corner. Let's hope we can actually defend the set piece. Because defending set pieces has not been particularly good. Right, Luka Modric over the corner. Modric whips it in. Headed away, comes to the edge of the box, fired back in, and it's cleared again. That behind for another corner. Behind for another Milan corner. Looks like it was put behind by Caicedo. Another Milan corner. Okay, whipped in from the other side now, whipped in. Header, away. As we've Loftus-Cheek now in possession. Back to Modric, who switches the play. Still plenty of Milan players in the Chelsea box. Whipped in and collected by Sanchez. We've had a couple of shots, couple of opportunities. This is definitely a much better performance than Juventus. For sure, it's better than Juventus, but it's still not the level that we need to be at. But again, we're game 4. Welbeck in possession now. Loose touch from Welbeck, but he collects it. Lavia out to Neto on this Chelsea right. And this is, if Neto stays, this is where I could see him being used as a left or right wing back. We've definitely looked better in possession today, for sure. We've definitely looked better in possession. And you'd expect us to look better each game. Neto inside to Welbeck. Welbeck finds Lavia. Chelsea looking, Palestra calling for it on the left. Lavia's ball looking for Palmer's paw, and it's dispossessed. And Milan clear. It's with Achimpong, and Achimpong plays it all the way back to Sanchez. And we look to build again. But Josh has played really well so far. Palestra and Achimpong are probably the two standouts. Palestra and Achimpong probably the two standouts in the opening 20-25 minutes. That's Pedro's having his shirt pulled there. That's surely a foul. And it's a shot from Neto that's saved. It's another opportunity for Chelsea there. Decent effort from Neto. And Palestra fouls Chukwueze, which I think it's a 50-50 there. But it breaks the Neto just outside the box, looks to curl one in. Keeper should have really, he pushes it out of the danger zone. It's not a bad effort. It's an effort on target. It's out for a Milan throw inside the Chelsea half. Chat, keep running those likes up, by the way. How many likes are we on, chat? Forward come Milan. Let's have a quick look how many likes we're on. 101. Chat, we've got to get this up to 200. Keep smashing the likes. Subscribe if you're new around here as well. That'll be greatly appreciated. But let's run it up, people. That's a foul on Pedro Neto there from Estupiñán. About 15 minutes of the half remaining. Neto in possession here. Ball with Sanchez. Hopefully Sanchez can clear this. Sanchez goes long. Nice ball into Welbeck. Welbeck tries to turn, but he gets dispossessed. I've been a bit disappointed with Welbeck. Shit. Here come Milan. Into the Chelsea box. Shot, and it's miles over. That was an opportunity there. I've not been that impressed with Welbeck, I can't lie. What's going on here? Is this a hydration break half an hour into the game? Why are they doing a hydration break at 30 minutes on the clock? Right, Palmer's going to sit down on the bench. This is a hydration break in 30 minutes in. What the fuck's that about? What is that about? 30 minutes in as a hydration break. Bro, there's 10 minutes till, there's 15 minutes till half time. Strange that. Very strange. Obviously the conditions are hot and humid, but to do it with 30 minutes is a bit strange. No, Cole's not been hooked. He just went to sit down because it's a hydration break. I mean, look, Welbeck's not been great. Obviously, it's literally his second start for the team. But he's not been particularly good in this game, I have to be honest. Oh, we're still waiting. It does need. This has been better, but it still needs to be a lot better. And again, Welbeck's not been great. But Neto as a wing back, I'm telling you, chap, this could be the key. I'm telling you now, Neto as a wing back could thrive for Chelsea. But the problem is you signed Chavarria. Right, ref's counting all the players. Fucking hell, ref, come on. And we're back underway. But look, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, chat. This has been boring. It has been boring. It has been uninspiring. Welbeck really not offering much, and the best players have been Achimpong, Neto, and Palestra. It hasn't been great. There's no point lying about it. We haven't scored. We've not created very much. That's a foul there on Wes. But yeah, look, you do expect better. There's no point sitting there and lying. You definitely expect better. Palmer in possession now. Out to Neto in space on the Chelsea right. Neto taking on the fullback. Neto cuts in. Neto tries to curl one. And it's gone straight through and behind for a goal kick. That was pretty shit. Chelsea subs warming up. Look, I don't really. Again, we're struggling to create opportunities. It looks like Milan have got some sort of back five going on as well. We are struggling to create opportunities. There's no doubt about it. That's a foul by Neto on a Stupinan. Ten minutes to the break. Caicedo wins it back. It goes all the way back to Sanchez. Achimpong collects out to Neto again on this Chelsea right. Finds Palmer. Palmer's having to drop very, very deep to get on the ball here. Very deep. You don't really want Palmer inside his own half receiving the ball. That's lovely. Palmer out to Palestra now. Palestra in space. Looks to play it into Welbeck in the box and it's dispossessed. Brought one back by Hato into Caicedo. Caicedo comes forward towards the Milan box. Finds Pedro. Pedro coming into the box, pulling for a handball. Not given. That's great from Achimpong against Leao. Well done, Achimpong there. Ball back in with Palestra. Ref's got in the fucking way of the pass there. Come on, ref. Ref's got to do better than that. Ref in the way of the pass. Oh, Palmer's just so easily dispossessed there, but it's a free kick, luckily. Yeah, to be fair, that was a foul on Palmer. Free kick for Chelsea in a decentest position here where we can get a good ball in. Hopefully Neto can provide the delivery. We need a good delivery from Neto here. So the ball's going to come in from the Chelsea right. It's whipped in by Neto. It's cleared by Milan. Neto with a nice flick over the top finds Pedro. Pedro comes inside looking for Palmer, finds Palmer. Palmer thinks about shooting. Palmer shoots and it's blocked. Ball now with Leao. Nice, good play from Neto there, tracking back. I'll tell you what, like if we do play a free on a regular basis, this Neto wing-back situation could be very good for us. Great play by Caicedo there to win the ball back. Is that a foul? That can't be a foul, surely. No, it's been given as a foul, for fuck's sake. I don't think that was a foul, chat, I'll be perfectly honest. Into the final 5 minutes of this first half, guys. Ball with Loftus-Cheek now. Was that a foul? No foul on Loftus-Cheek. Palmer picks it up in the centre circle. Finds Pedro out to Neto. Neto back to a lovely give and go. Lovely give and go with Pedro and Neto. Here comes Neto looking for the cross. Welbeck can't get there. It's back with Caicedo, edge of the Milan box. Caicedo finds Palestra in space on the Chelsea left. Palestra up against Chukwueze. Palestra past Chukwueze, pulls it back. Oh, that was such a good opportunity for Pedro. Great play by Palestra. Pulls it back. Pedro's leaning back there and he's just fired it miles over. Oh, that's really poor. That's really poor. You've got to do better with that. That's a very good opportunity. You've got Joao Pedro has to do better there. That's a really good opportunity. And again, Lavia finds Palestra. Palestra running on the Chelsea left here. Plenty of space for Palestra to move into. There's no one in the box right now. Welbeck into the box. Palestra up against Chukwueze again. Palestra with a shit cross, unfortunately. And it's cleared by Milan. Milan could be in here. Nope, Sanchez gets it ahead of Leao. And Sanchez finds Neto. This has definitely been better. Since that hydration break, this last 10 minutes or so has been a lot better. Lavia finds Palmer. Is Palmer onside? He is onside. Palmer up against a Stupinan. Plays it back to Neto. Neto to Josh. Into Pedro. Caicedo and Pedro try give and go on the edge of the box. Is it a foul? No, it's not a foul on Caicedo. And Milan come away. And Fofana picks that up. I think that's always been the thing, though. We still do lack quality. Here comes Neto up against a Stupinan. Neto plays it back to Pedro to the box. Cross blocked. Cross blocked again. Chelsea building up a bit of a head of steam here now. As the half comes towards the end. We've definitely improved as the half has gone on. The first half an hour wasn't good. Okay, Wes brings it forward now. Palestra. Oh, it's a turn. Nice turn by Palestra and he's fouled. And it's a booking. Pavlovic booked for a foul on Palestra. Palestra turns and he's just taken out. Palestra's got heavy strapping on his thigh as well, which is a bit concerning. Heavy strapping on his thigh for Palestra. Palestra's definitely been impressive this tour. Three minutes added on, which is all for the break, basically. Palmer in possession. Palmer the ball over the top looking for Palestra, who centrals. Palestra's in. Oh, it's just the touch took him wide and it's behind for a corner. Palestra's been outstanding. He's been absolutely everywhere, the kid. Absolutely. He's been brilliant. He's been brilliant this half and he's just been brilliant this whole tour. Caicedo with the corner. Whipped in by Caicedo. Header. And it's in. It's a great header. It's João Pedro. 1-0 Chelsea right in added time. It's João Pedro heads in Caicedo's corner. Probably on the balance of the last 15 minutes post hydration break, we definitely deserved that. On the balance of the half, maybe not, but we don't care. It's a goal from a set piece. Corner whipped in by Caicedo and it's headed in by João Pedro. Let's see a replay here. Yeah, simple. Free header and just guides it into the corner. There we go. And it sneaks in. Lovely stuff. Probably on the balance of play, we just about deserved that. Finally a proper corner, yeah. And I can update the score now. Chelsea 1. AC Milan 0. There we go. Maybe Austin McPhee's had an early impact on us. Right, this should be half-time imminently now. Ball into the box. Headed away. Ref, this has got to be half-time. And that's half-time. Chelsea 1, Milan 0. João Pedro's header from a Caicedo corner in added time at the end of the first half. The difference between the two teams. It's been a brilliant half for Marco Palestra. Good half from Achimpong and a good half from Neto. You probably say we just about deserved that lead. But it's 1-0 half time. Decent enough first half, chat. Decent enough first half. We take it. First 30 minutes was boring. There's no doubt about it. But we've definitely grown into it. We've 100% grown into it, chat. Is there a Ferran Torres PSG bomber? Maybe Caicedo. Maybe this Caicedo's corner gimmick is not a gimmick. Where's this Ferran Torres PSG bomber? It was definitely a good end to the half, that. Yo, chat, where's this Ferran Torres bomber? Oh, it's here. Paris Saint-Germain have agreed all terms with Ferran Torres. Ferran informed Barcelona about his desire to join the PSG project. Negotiations now starting between the clubs over a transfer fee. Wow. Fair enough. But yeah, look, chat, that first half. Good first half on the whole. Massive improvement. Massive improvement post-hydration break. Yeah, I think we got to be happy with that. That's definitely the best we've played. I'd argue, chat. Oh God, why has the commentary come on? That's the best we've played this tour, probably. I'm so impressed with Palestra. Yeah, the attack's not quite clicked yet, has it, chat? The attack's not quite clicked. Yeah, Josh has looked very good up against Liao, and yeah, I think we can be happy, chat. I think we can be happy personally. You know, Palestra's got up and down that left hand side. Yeah, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with what I've seen, chat. Both footed, looks a real threat. He's all over the pitch. He's done very, very well. Chat, we're only on 122 likes. We've got to get this up to 150. We've got to get this up to 200 likes, guys. So keep smashing that like button. Subscribe if you're new round here as well, guys. But we've got to get these likes up, because the amount of likes we've got is poor. So let's run that up. But what else is what are you lot saying about this half? Let's have a look. We stay disciplined, organised and well balanced. Yeah, look, the back threes look good. We do look organised. I mean, look, McPhee, what else you got for us? Caicedo on corners and good at them, and a set-piece goal. The only thing I have been a little bit disappointed in is Welbeck. I think this sort of lineup would work a lot better with someone like Jackson in the team. I think it would work a lot better with someone like Jackson in there, personally speaking. Welbeck for me. I like Welbeck. But it feels like Welbeck is the kind of player that's been signed for the last 15, 20, half an hour. Or if you're going to start Welbeck, you need to put a lot of crosses into the box. So I would like to see Jackson in this team. Average. So-so. You know, I expect more from him. It's not been brilliant, no. It's not been brilliant. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. It's not been great. But yeah, look, it is what it is at the end of the day. We do need more. We do definitely need more, chat. But Marco Palestra has been very, very good. Standout performer. I've actually been very pleased with us defensively. But going forward, we need a lot more from the attack. We need a lot more from the attack. And we need some more attacking patterns. Well, no, we don't need more signings. We need more. We need more in terms of pattern and play. And we need more from the attackers at the moment. But yeah, I want to see more from the attackers. I'd like to see Jackson come in for Welbeck in this team. I think that could I think that to me can make a big difference. I think Jackson could really thrive in this system. Again, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that. I think Palmer can definitely get back to somewhere near that level. Will we ever see that level again? I don't know, but I think he can definitely get back to somewhere near it. That's all I'm saying. Again, Steve in this one as well. You could move Pedro to the 9 and bring Steve in and see what sort of a difference that might make. Well, I'm not saying that Palmer's on fraud watch, but he needs a big season. There's no excuses now. He has to perform this season. So the expectation on him is huge. The expectation on him is absolutely huge. He has to deliver this season. Doesn't look like there's any sign of any subs warming up at the moment. I mean, I think a lot of this team will play 60 odd minutes. Maybe some will play 90 because of the game tomorrow as well. So it'll be interesting to see how Alonso uses the squad. It'll be very interesting to see how it happens. But yeah, I just want to see more from the attack in this second half. We need more from the attack. We really do, chat. Yeah, for sure. Bro, they all do. Palmer's got pressure. Rodgers, they've all got pressure to deliver. But Palmer needs a big season. There's no escaping that. Absolutely no escaping it. Palmer needs a big season. Nah, because, look, Reece will play games in midfield, but Reece is not the long-term solution in midfield. Look, Palmer's been crap for 18 months, and the first half of last season was injuries. But he said himself, over the second half of the season, he was fit and had no physical issues. He was nowhere near the level. I love Cole Palmer, but he was nowhere near the level last season once he got himself back fit. And a big season is needed. Looks like second half is going to be underway soon, chap. Yeah, bro, everybody needs to step up. But there's no doubt that Cole Palmer, being the main man, has to have a big season. There's no excuses now. There's no excuses for him. But yeah. We do look organised, though. which at a bare minimum is a positive. Which at a bare minimum is definitely a positive. We look organised. Right, chat. Second half looks like it's about to get underway. Make sure you're smashing those likes. We still need 60 likes to get to the 200 mark. Run it up, run it up. Josh does need a loan, in my opinion, if he's not going to play regularly. Right, chat, bear with me. Going to go for a quick piss. Luka Modric is off. Gonzalo Ramos, the centre forward, is on. Loftus-Cheek coming back out for the second half, it looks like. But Milan have not done much either, chat. No, there's no Palmer agenda. But your top players have to perform, and he's not performed for 18 months. There's no agenda, it's just facts. But anyway, there doesn't appear to be any Chelsea subs. Doesn't appear to be any Chelsea subs at the moment. Why are we taking so long to come out? What the fuck's going on? Any danger, boys? Of us coming out the dressing room? Yeah, hopefully the arrival of Rodgers will help Palmer. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. It doesn't look like there's any subs, chat. It looks like it's going to be the same team. Fuck, we're still waiting, chat. We're still waiting. Where's the team? Where's the team, chat? Yeah, it'll be a different group of players for tomorrow's game. Most of the guys that are on the bench will start the game tomorrow in terms of first team players. Jesus Christ, are we coming out, lads? Come on. What's going on here? Any danger of anyone turning up? Right, any... Fuck yeah, the delay... By the way, the delay to this half. What's going on? No, Omega didn't go on the tour. He was injured. Omega wasn't on the tour, chat. By the way, there's still no sign of the team. I mean, this is nonsense. What the fuck's going on here? Where are the boys? And Kunku coming on for Milan. I don't think there are any subs at the moment. I mean, the team's not come out yet. I mean, have we got locked in or something? Where's the team? Yeah, and Kunku's coming on for Milan. Half time was over 20 minutes ago. It's been more than 20 minutes since the half time whistle went. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, finally, here we come. Here come the boys. Doesn't look like any changes. That's been a seriously long half time. Jesus. Same 11 continues though, chaps. Same 11 continues. Same 11 continues, chat. No subs at half time. Let's hope for a bit more from the attack. Right, what feels like an eternity later, the second half has kicked off. Sanchez knocks it long. Milan have brought on Gonzalo Ramos and Nkunku, so they should in theory have a bit more threat. It's a nice play from Lavia there, finds Palmer. Not very good. Always good at the pictures to freeze, lovely. Any danger of the host broadcaster just... Is that 2-0? Fantastic. So what happens there is the picture freezes and then it unfreezes itself and it's in the back of the net. Is that Welbeck that scored? Did anyone else have that on CFC Plus chat? Where the picture froze and then it literally, when it unfroze and the game resumed, it's a ball in from Neto and it's tapped in by João Pedro. The keeper should probably do better with that. It's 2-0. Exactly the start to the second half we wanted. That's way too easy. Ball in by Neto and João Pedro fires in. I think the keeper should do better personally, but we take it. And it's another 2 goals for João Pedro. Yeah, cheers to CFC Plus there for that freezing and then it just turning up in the goal. But anyway, 2 more goals for João Pedro. Where would we be without this guy? But this should now be a win. There's no way we don't win this game now. That's a foul on Palestra, surely. Yep. Loftus-Cheek with the foul on Palestra there. Oh yeah, change the score. There we go. Chelsea 2, Milan 0. Great start to the second half, chat. We just got to hope for now no injuries and hope that a few players can get a decent chunk of minutes. Maybe some lads get 90 in this game. 4th game of pre-season. Some of these boys should be ready for 90. Ball with Lavia. Finds Hatto out to Palestra. Lovely play by Lavia to Palestra. Back to Lavia. Lovely interchange of passes. Palestra superb there. The ball into Welbs. It's Welbs. Oh, it's just cleared. That was a great interchange of play there by Palestra and Lavia. I'm really liking this back three, you know. I'm really liking it. Really liking it. Might be liking it even more, chap. We've got a Caicedo corner. Oh, it's not Caicedo on this corner, it's someone else. It's Lavia. Corner whipped in by Lavia, edge of the box. Caicedo. Oh, it's a brilliant goal. What a goal. Unbelievable. It's Caicedo with a brilliant strike from outside the box, and that is the Austin McPhee influence. It's Lavia with a clipped ball to the edge of the box, and Caicedo has just volleyed that in. Wow. Some goal, and it's 3-0. What a goal. That's outside of the boot, and it's gone in. That's come straight from the training ground. What a goal that is, by the way. What a goal. Unreal goal from Caicedo. That's straight from the training ground. Austin McPhee. That is some goal. Some goal, chat. That is some impact from Austin McPhee. That is straight from the training ground, that goal. Straight from the training ground. Brilliant strike from Caicedo. I'm going to have to change the score again, chat. Oh, that is a brilliant, brilliant goal. Austin McPhee. Here come Chelsea again. It's Pedro. We're cooking Milan here. It's Hato. They're all falling over. Hato pulls it back and he almost found JP and it's collected by the goalkeeper. We're now cooking. We are now cooking, chat. We are now cooking. Mate, this back three's good. I'm liking this back three. Here come Milan. It's cleared. Wes. Action Pong clears. Finds Palmer. Palmer with a terrible layoff. Terrible layoff. Ramos in possession. I'll be honest, chat. Welbeck shouldn't be starting games like this. I mean, look, do I want to see the back three every week? Possibly not. But certainly in the big games and stuff, the back three will be very, very useful. Very, very useful. Oh. His minutes in the legs for Welbeck, but I just like Welbeck is a player that should be coming on for 15, 20 minutes, half an hour tops. I don't think Welbeck should be starting games for Chelsea. Not on a regular basis anyway. I don't think he will. But a Jackson in this team would be so much better. In this system. It would be so much better in this system. But Caicedo only scores bangers, doesn't he, chap? Only scores bangers. This has been a really good performance. From 30 minutes onwards, this has been very good, chat. This has been significantly better from 30 minutes onwards. Welbeck, I like Danny Welbeck, and I think it's a good signing. But Welbeck should not be starting games regularly for Chelsea. And here we come again, Caicedo with a lovely ball. Palestra with loads of space to run into. It's Palestra coming forward. Chops inside. Finds JP. Oh, almost the return ball was almost perfect for Palestra, but it's intercepted. And we carry on. What three am I keeping? Pedro, Welbeck, Jackson. Oh, we're in again. It's Welbeck. Out to Neto. Neto shapes up to cross. Comes back in. Finds Palmer. Palmer shoots. Straight at the keeper. This is so much better from Chelsea. So much better we've done this half. And here come a couple of subs. First two subs. It's what I've been calling for as well. Nicholas Jackson making his way on, chat. Jackson coming on, and Giovanni Quenda is also coming on. So off comes Hatto. We're going to go to a back four now, chat. Oh no, it's not Hatto off at all. He's just been called over to the sidelines. Jackson and Quenda coming on. So Jackson on for Welbeck. I'm no surprise to see Neto going off because Neto, this is his first minutes of pre-season. Jackson on. And Neto off, Quenda on. So yeah, Quenda will just go and do that right wing back role. So Quenda will go and do that right wing back role. Unless he's going to do left wing back and Palestra shifts to the other side. But it doesn't know. Quenda's gone to take up the Neto position. And Jackson is leading the line with JP and Palmer behind him. Now, this will be interesting, chat. This will be interesting. Because I'm wanting to see Jackson. Chat, we still need 40 likes. Run the likes up, people. We still need 40 likes to reach 200. So keep smashing that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. But yeah, run the likes up, chat. We're on 157. We need to get this to 200. So make sure you are hitting that like button. But it's now Jackson on for Welbeck. But yeah, Amorim getting slapped again. Who went off? Neto and Welbeck. Neto and Welbeck went off, chat. And we're now at the hour mark. I mean, dare I say it, even Fofana's been good today. Fofana in the middle of that back three has been really good. Long ball up from Sanchez looking for Quenda. Great pressure. And it's Palestra again on the ball. Wins it back. Help from Hatto. That's a foul from Palestra. Half an hour to go, chat. Yeah, keep liking the video, chat. It really does help me out. Oh, that's poor there. That's a bit of poor play, and it's well dealt with. Recovered by Wes. Mate, Lavia's still on the pitch, and we've got 60 minutes in. Lavia's still on. Oh, Fofana's gone down. Hopefully just cramp. Oh, no, he's up now. He's up. That was an opportunity for Ramos there, but it was ball given away, and Wes dealt with it. Well done, Wes. I mean, look, I don't need to see Barco. I think Barco could potentially go on loan. Omega's not it. I'll be so real. He's not it, but we've not seen him yet. Henderson won't. We know what you're going to get with Henderson. He won't play an awful lot. It's really Lacroix, James, Enzo, and Rodgers. That's the big four that will all go into the starting lineup. Oh, that's a great turn from Jackson. Lovely turn from Jackson. He's got JP sprinting. Plays it to Quenda. Quenda with the ball over to Palestra's in the box. Chest control from Palestra. Outside the boot, and it's just wide. The attacking positions this guy picks up is sensational. Absolutely sensational. All starts with a brilliant turn from Jackson. And that's what I'm telling you, chat, right? You don't get that from Welbeck. Welbeck's a guy that if you're going to spam crosses into the box, you can start him. And you bring him on for 15, 20 minutes. Welbeck doesn't give you what Nico gives you off the ball. And that all starts with a great turn from Jackson. This back three's done okay. Josh at right centre-back. Fofana with an extra centre-back around him has done better. Palestra's been superb, chap. And here come Milan. It's within Nkunku. Feels like it's the first time Nkunku's really touched the ball. Palestra's lost his man. Cut back. Oh, and then Kunku and Ramos get in each other's way. And here away comes Lavia. Oh, that's great play from Lavia. Good strength there, and he wins the foul. Well done, Lavia, son. Well done. Fuck me, Lavia's played 65 minutes. I mean, Lavia has been so good. Oh, this is Quenda in behind. It's Quenda in on goal. Quenda cuts in. Quenda twisting and turning. The defenders get back and it's blocked and it's out for a corner. What have you got for me, guys, on the corners? What have you got for me? Two goals, 2 corners, 2 goals. Have we got some sort of something else, some sort of worldy thing planned from this corner? Last time it was Lavia clipping it out to Caicedo, edge of the box, and an outside of the boot volley. This time, it's Cole Palmer. What have you got for us, Cole? Lavia, edge of the box this time, loads of space. It's gone short to Caicedo. Palmer whips it in. Header from Wes, blocked. Bit of ping pong in the box and it's come out to Lavia. Finds Palestra on the Chelsea left. Palestra cuts in, great ball in. It's just over everyone. Nico can't quite get there, it's too far for him. And this has been good, chat. Right, so ball over the top. Oh, mate, Palestra's everywhere. He's running centrally. Like, the engine this guy's got is phenomenal. Still only the 2 subs coming up to 70 minutes on the clock. Still only the 2 subs that have been made. Which is surprising. Lavia in possession again. Ball out to Nico, who's peeled wide in the channel. And the pass was too shit anyway, and it went out. There should be I reckon there'll be a few more subs. But again, we've got a game tomorrow. So a lot of these guys might play 90 and they just won't play tomorrow. But this has definitely looked a lot better with the back 3. It's been a much, much more accomplished performance from 30 minutes onwards. And Nico is definitely offering more in this system than Welbeck is. Palmer with loads of space. Oh, he just can't get the ball right. Sanchez clears. Palmer wins the ball. Palmer into the Milan half. But things looking decent so far, chat. Milan have offered absolutely nothing. Milan have offered nothing. Inside the final 20 minutes now. That's a foul from Hato there. Milan on the attack here. Ball into the Chelsea box, headed away by Wes. And punched out by Sanchez. And Nico's away here. Jackson up against... Well, Jackson really the only one. Jackson running the channel. Oh, it's a great ball to Cole Palmer. Oh, it's nearly a goal. Nice work from Nico there. Nice work from Jackson running the channel, slipping a ball into Palmer, who can't quite apply the finishing touch. That was a good bit of play by Jackson there. And that's what I'm saying. That's what Jackson gives you in this team. And this is what I say, guys. This is what Jackson gives you. Look at the difference between Jackson on the pitch and Welbeck on the pitch, chat. And that's not shitting on Welbeck. Welbeck's been signed for a very specific purpose, and I'm happy with the signing. And Jackson could well still be sold, but I personally think it would be a mistake. And that's a foul on Quenda. Oh, yeah, very happy with the performance. First 30 minutes wasn't great, but we were compact and we were organised. From 30 minutes onwards, we've been brilliant. We've been really good. But we haven't seen Steve today. No Steve today. Ball with Hato now. Hato with a lovely ball to Palestra, who's in behind. Palestra checks in. Finds JP edge of the box. Nico. Plays it to Quenda inside the Milan box. And it's a corner. Ball saved by Tirani in the goal. Quenda. Lavia might play 90. It's not a bad effort from Quenda. Oh, it hits the outside of the post, actually. It wasn't a save. It hits the outside of the post from Quenda. Decent strike. Chat, 20 more likes. Keep smashing that like button. I know there's 20 people in who've not smashed the like button, so run it up. Get this to 200 likes, chat. Got 15 minutes to get 20 likes. Come on, chat. What are we playing at? Lavia 90 before GTA 6. Yeah, looks like it. Final 15 minutes, chat. And Palestra again picking it up. Lovely play. I mean, one more would be nice, wouldn't it? One more would be nice. Is this a sub coming on? Yeah, there's a sub. Looks like a singular Chelsea change at the moment. Looks like it could be. I can't see who it is. It's Anselmino. But it's the hydration break, and it looks like Anselmino is getting ready to come on, chat. Looks like Anselmino. So that'd probably be in the back three for someone. But looks like Anselmino coming on. Anselmino, I'd imagine, would be for Achimpong, Wes, or Hato. For one of those three. A Lavia 90 before GTA 6 is mental. Everyone's played pretty well. I mean, Neto was okay, Welbeck wasn't great, but they both joined up late. So maybe that's understandable. It's the hydration break. Anselmino will be coming on imminently. I don't know who. It'll obviously come on for one of the back three. And I wonder if we'll see anyone else. I wonder if we'll see any further changes, chat. Xabi Alonso having a conversation with Cole Palmer there. Big up to you, brother. Appreciate the super chat. No, they don't understand what the positives that Nico gives. And that Jackson's always been someone that's overhated, in my opinion. I'm not saying he's a long-term answer to Chelsea, but certainly he's someone that we should be keeping about next season for obvious reasons. Mudryk will play tomorrow, yeah. Mudryk will play for sure. Will play some minutes tomorrow. Definitely. Chat, final 10 likes. Run it up, run it up. Final 10 likes, chat. Let's smash it. Right, we're back underway. Anselmino is on. Who's he on for? Who did Anselmino come on for, chat? Chat, who did Anselmino come on for? They didn't show it. Oh, he's on for Hato. Was Anselmino on for Hato, it looks like? Yeah, looks like it was. Anselmino on for Hato. So Anselmino slots into the back three. Inside the final 10 minutes, chat. Yep, Hato, as I thought, yeah. Right, last 10 minutes, chat. It's a foul by Wes in the centre circle on Gonzalo Ramos. 10 minutes to go. Man of the match? Probably Palestra. Maybe Joao Pedro, but probably Palestra. Although Achimpong's done very well as well. That's a shot over the bar there for Milan. Milan have been very, very poor. Very poor. But we've played well. We have played well. It's an outside of the booter from the number 4 there. Miles over. From Ricky. And it's back with Anselmino, who will probably knock that back to Sanchez. No, he doesn't. Finds Pedro. Pedro have a lovely turn there. Lovely turn from Pedro. Infield to Nico. And that's a foul on Jackson, who gets the free kick. Look, I would keep Achimpong if we were predominantly going to play a back 3. I don't think we're predominantly playing a 3. That's the only thing. Here comes Joao Pedro in the channel. Finds Palestra. Palestra to Nico. Nico looking for the turn. Nico does well. It's Jackson into the box. Jackson checks in. Oh, Jackson hits the post. Jackson hits the post. Good play again from Nico. Beats his man easy. Comes into the box here. And goes for that near post shot. No, them ones where you give the keeper the eyes and you go near post. And that was decent play again by Jackson. Look, I don't think that's a terrible finish, by the way. That's not a bad effort at all, in my opinion. We've got a lot of space in the box here. Coming up to the final 5 minutes, doesn't look like we are going to get any subs. Steve, oh, Misha's coming on as well. They're getting some Mudryk minutes. Chat, we're getting some Mudryk minutes. Steve is on. Steve's on. Palmer going off. We're getting some Mudryk minutes, chat. And big Reggie Watson as well for Caicedo. We've got Mudryk minutes again, chat. It might only be 5. Reggie Watson as well. Palmer off, Caicedo off. Joao Pedro off. So it's Steve, Reggie Watson and Misha on. So yeah, I'd imagine that Steve and Mudryk will start tomorrow. Lavia, is Lavia going to play 90? This is unbelievable, chat. We're 4 minutes away from a Romeo Lavia 90 minutes before GTA 6, and that's a foul in the centre circle on Watson. Jackson. Out to Steve. Steve finds Quenda. Quenda with a lovely ball into Steve. It's Steve into the box. Steve! Oh, it's saved. Who's wearing the armband, by the way? I mean, Misha was arriving at the back stick there. Steve could have gone for the pullback, maybe. But it's a decent save from the keeper, to be honest. Who is wearing the armband now? Right, what have we got from this set piece this time? It's Steve on the set piece. What are we going to see here? Another short one to Quenda. To Watson. Ball in. Headed away. Ooh, it's just hit wide from Quenda on the edge of the box. Wide from Quenda on the edge. It's not a bad strike, you know. It's not far wide, that. Lavia dispossesses it. It's with Misha. Oh, that's nice from Misha there. With Palestra outside him. Here comes Misha into the box. Misha with the cross. Oh, he's overhit the cross. But Quenda's got it. Oh, it's a foul by Quenda anyway. Or was he offside? Fuck knows. Oh, it's the foul. It was the foul. Now, Quenda's been good, chat. Chat, final 4 likes. Run it up, run it up. Last 4 likes, people. We need this 200 likes. Of course Mudryk's rusty. He's literally played no football for 21 months. Of course he's rusty. Oh, Wes has got the armband on. That's who's got the armband. It's Wes. Wes going down with a cramp. Oh, why is the sound coming on again? Why does it do that? Right, we're into added time, chat. I think there was 2 or 3 minutes added on. We're getting a Romeo Lavia 90. Five minutes added on. That's Wes off, Mamadou Sarr on. Final 3 minutes, chat. Please, let's hope that Romeo Lavia gets through this. Here come Milan again. Oh, Ramos almost scored them. Almost a goal from Ramos. Not quite, though. Oh, he's offside anyway. Inside the final 2 minutes. Sanchez finds Misha. Back to Palestra. Yeah, I'll be at Sociedad next weekend, yep. No Delap this match. We'll see Delap. Delap will play tomorrow. Well, he might not actually. He might play Nico again, to be honest. We don't need to see Delap. He might play Nico. Watson back to Sanchez. About 40 seconds remaining. It's Lavia to Anselmino. Well, Anselmino with a shocking touch there. Out for a throw. Anselmino wins it back. Watson gets stuck in. Anselmino to Palestra. And here come Palestra and Misha. Mudryk into the Milan half. Mudryk running at that Milan defence. Palestra's going to give him an option. Tried to play it through to Jackson and it's blocked. That's it, chat. That is it. finishes Chelsea 3, AC Milan 0. We get a Romeo Lavia 90 minutes. We got a Lavia 90. There's Alonso and Luka Modric there on the touchline. We got a Lavia 90 minutes, chat. Top performance. Very good, boys. We got a Romeo Lavia 90 minutes before GTA 6, chat. Well done. Great performance, lads. Top performance. Palestra top drawer as well. But that's it, chap. 3-0 win. One more game left on the tour. Chelsea 3, AC Milan 0. Lavia played a 90. Palestra, brilliant. 2 goals from João Pedro. A great goal from Caicedo. And that's that. We move. Wonderful stuff, chat. Palestra or JP, man of the match? Yeah, one of those two. One of those two, chat. Yeah, they definitely gave me the more that I was looking for. Quenda, very good when he came on as well. Jackson making a difference. So, yeah, our best performance of the tour by an absolute mile. And we are cooking. We are cooking, chat, with that back three. Cooking with the back three. Yeah, enjoyed that a lot. Enjoyed that a lot from 30 minutes onwards. Enjoyed it a lot, guys. So, yeah. Wonderful. Defence looks solid. The back three looks really good. The back three look very good. I'd like to see that again tomorrow. I would like to see it again tomorrow, but maybe we won't see it. Who knows? But yeah, it was decent, chat. It was decent, and that's all you can say, really. You know, it was good. I enjoyed that. Big minutes in the legs for a lot of players. Impressive performances from Pedro, Achimpong, Lavia, Palestra. So yeah, I'm really pleased, and it's a really solid afternoon's work. Really solid afternoon's work. So I think we can be absolutely delighted with that, chat. I think we can be absolutely delighted with it. And yeah, lots to be happy about. Lots and lots to be happy about, guys. One more game left on the tour, and then we're back in Cobham preparing for the start of the season. But guys, what are your thoughts on it? Fofana also with a good game. We've got Rogers, Lacroix, Reece James back into the team. Enzo Fernandez back into the team if he stays. So yeah, some real positives. A Romeo Lavia full 90 minutes. Something I wasn't expecting to say. But we got it. So fair play to everybody involved. Very happy watching that, guys. Very happy. But yeah, people, I'm going to round this one out here. Big up to every single one of you who has tuned in. Appreciate all of the support. Please make sure you smash that like button on the way out. Run these likes up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. I'm going to record the match reaction. That'll be out in the next 20 minutes or so. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, guys, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'll be back with the watch along tomorrow, the last one of pre-season. I'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Smash the like, subscribe if you're new. Make sure you watch the match reaction. Up the Chelsea, Blue Co out. Love.